So you can get some really well priced drones nowadays. But one thing you know about any kind of drone, if you land or crash in water, you end up chopping the prop off, things don't work out so well. Well, JJRC say they're changing that with their H31 quadcopters. Okay, so it's bank holiday weekend here in the UK, the sun is shining, so why not pop outside and take a look at this new drone slash quadcopter from JJRC Toys. So I'm hoping the audio is going to be okay for this video. I think it's good to get some sun. So there's some great kind of budget, low priced quadcopters or drones that you can get. One of my favourites up to now being the Hubsan X4, great device. But recently found out about these, the H31. So this is a six-axis gyro quadcopter or drone. Let's call them drones from now on, seeing as everybody else does. 2.4 gigahertz, so good range. What's most interesting about this is the price. I mean, it's super cheap. I think it got it from Banggood. It's about £30, and it came pretty quickly. What's really interesting about this is they claim it's waterproof. So that means you can land in the swimming pool or the pond or the lake or what have you, and if you're lucky you're going to have to take off again if it hasn't sunk too far, but basically you're going to have to pull it out, shake it off, and it will just take off straight away. So that's what really appealed to me, to see how well that worked. And the other thing is, if the props get damaged, it doesn't really affect the flying performance. So seems too good to be true, but I thought, we'll get one, try it out. So as you saw in the intro, they come in two colours, white and green. In this video we're going to look at the white one here and go for the boxing. So boxing is pretty good. I think it does come with a instruction manual. So a small instruction manual there. We'll go through all the details as we go through it. The drone itself is really compact, so I'd say it's about twice the size of a Hubsan X4 if you've seen one of those before. It doesn't look waterproof, so if you look at the underside you can see mounting. I think you can mount a little HD camera on these. There's a power outlet there, perhaps, or maybe you can charge that way. I think it's with a camera, on and off switch, and the door, the battery button. There's nothing to me that looks like a rubber seal, so whether they've encased all the contents in waterproof material, I don't quite see how exactly it's waterproof, but we'll find out. You get a pack of prop guards with it as well, so if you're going to fly into walls, very important, you wear your stylish sunglasses when flying this, of course. A small LiPo battery, so that's his 400 milliamp hours. So I think similar to the Hubsan X4, I think they're kind of 380 milliamp hours, so a slightly larger capacity battery. Again, that charges off of a USB adapter. You get spare sets of props, the USB adapter charger for charging the battery, and I think also in here, there's a spare set of screws and a screwdriver for changing the props. So you practically get everything you need to service and get this thing flying. The remote control is properly in there. Okay. So the remote control looks interesting. It feels like quite a robust, strong plastic. The controls feel pretty good. Let's get rid of that plastic casing on there. This one, you can see it's a bit marked from, I guess, from getting in and out of the packaging, but you're gonna think for the money, I'm just amazed that they can make something like this for the cost. So if you have a look in the back here, it takes 4 AA batteries, so we'll put some of those in and see what the LCD panel displays for us. Okay, so the batteries are in. Obviously turn it on and off with the switch here, and it beeps. And okay, this is interesting. So it looks like This comes in various modes, so you can see the transmitter, power, how much battery life you've got left in there. There's various buttons on this, so top left is a speed conversion, top right here's a button for flipping. I think there's buttons, the trim buttons are also multi-purpose. If you have the camera in there, you can use it to take pictures. There's also a headlock version, so similar to like on the DJIs, where you can have it as your center point and then control it that way. Yeah, this is interesting. So that's what we do, is we power up the drone separately. So obviously you should always put your transmitter on first and see what happens with this. Okay, put that in there. It's not a very, there's a small hole you can poke the cable back in through, so you get a relatively snug fit. And power it on. Okay. Okay, so you can see on the remote control it identifies the channel. Let's just see. Ooh. Okay, well, it flies. There's also, it's difficult to see here when flying, there's green lights, or green lights here, red lights here on the other side, so I guess that's for nighttime flying. So yeah, I mean, seems fine. So let's give it a quick little fly around the garden. Let's put some water in a paddling pool and see what happens when this thing goes in water, and then just give you a general impression of how well it flies. So safety first, let's put on those supplied sunglasses. Okay, seems to handle not too bad. It's like gusts of wind. That's expected for a small craft. So a little dip in the water. Okay, that seemed okay. Slightly bigger dip. Props off, take off again. Amazing, really. So I think after it's been in the water, there's a bit of weight distribution issue. But in general, seems to fly pretty well. Okay, so the button on the left, that allows us to change the responsiveness. So as you can see now, it's a lot more responsive, and that also enables the button on the right, which is going to enable us to hopefully do some tricks. So let's see if we can get a flip out of this thing. It's reasonably good. So you press the left button, let's increase response a little bit more, and again, makes it a lot more responsive. Now we can try for the almighty flip. Oh, a bit of contact with the wall there, it's fine. Try again. Okay, for no other reason than we've got those spare blades, let's try and see if this whole cutting the blades thing really means that this thing still manages to fly. So, let's turn this on. Turn this on. Drop the blades here. Okay, we're just going to charge the battery up and then try this again. Okay, so we're back. Battery's charged. Let's chop off one of these as well. So I'm not sure if we need to chop all of them off. So I'm still not even quite convinced that's going to fly anyway, but let's try it. Okay, it does fly. Let's guess we need to snip all the blades to keep it somewhat similar. Okay, really should be wearing the safety goggles for this. Oops. So in conclusion, I think this thing's amazing. £30, flies really well, lands in water, takes off, gets buried in water, shake it off and it flies. Does flips. I think this is my recommended drone now for people to get started. So don't get the Hubsan X4, get this thing. Just don't cut the props off. Thanks for watching this video. A thumbs up would be really appreciated. If you're interested in other geek type videos, please consider subscribing to Spectrum Geeks. Why not also follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. And before you leave, why don't you check out one of these other videos that may be of interest. Thanks again for watching.